How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Jacob Blake's recent interview on Good Morning America with Michael Strahan. And this interview was all over the place. It was really ridiculous. A whole lot of lying going on, in my humble opinion. But before I get into that, I got to back up a little bit here to give you some context into what's happening in case you forgot or you just don't know. Now, Jacob Blake is a guy that got shot out there in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. This is the reason why you had riots over there in the summer where the whole city got burned down. Well, not the entire city, but large parts of the city got burned down. This is why Kyle Rittenhouse is jammed up, because he was out there protecting business from being burned down. He was getting attacked and he defended himself, and people died as a result. He is the reason why the Milwaukee Bucks basketball team boycotted during a boycott. You understand? Because they're out there playing basketball with Black Lives Matter on the basketball court. And they walked off that same court because Jacob Blake got shot. He didn't die. He just got shot by the police. All right. I said right when it happened, he had a knife. He was fighting with the police. Some people said, ABL, you're wrong. He was innocent. He didn't do nothing, all this and that and the third. Now we have evidence straight from him that what I said is correct. Now, before I go any further, let's watch a piece of the interview. If you want to see the entire thing, I'll link to that in the description box below. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what he said. I'll talk about what was not said or asked in the interview. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I was counting down my breaths and my blinks. I'm just like, God, I'm coming. I guess this is it for me. I didn't want to be the next George Floyd. I didn't want to die.
What's going through your mind?
My babies are right here, my babies. So after he stopped shooting me, I said, Daddy, love you, no matter what. I thought it was gonna be the last. I thought it was gonna be the last thing I say to them. Thank God it wasn't.
We see you walk away from the officers after they try to grab you.
I'm rattled, you know. I realized I had dropped my knife, that little pocket knife. So I picked it up after I got off of him because they tased me and I fell on top of him. I'm not really worried. I'm walking away from them, so it's not like they're gonna shoot me. I shouldn't have picked it up, only considering what was going on. At that time, I wasn't thinking clearly.
You were thinking once you get the knife into the car, you were going to just say,
throw myself to the ground and, you know, put my arms behind my back. Because if they did it there and they killed me there, everybody would see it.
All right, you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was a ridiculous interview, but also pretty informative. Now, the first thing is the knife. I'm going to get straight to the meat and potatoes, right? I was saying in the very beginning, he had a knife. I put a picture on my YouTube community page with the knife shown. Now, some say, oh, that ain't a knife. It could be a cell phone. It could be, I don't know, some nunchucks, a piece of cloth from a shirt, a wallet, a sock. It was a knife, all right? They said he had a knife. Jacob Blake said he had a knife. The evidence said he has a knife. Everybody says he had a knife. That's just the reality of what was going on, all right? Now, the police were out there because they were called on him. He was there, and maybe he shouldn't have been there. Maybe he was taking the car he shouldn't have had. Domestic stuff. You know how it goes. You know, you're going to baby mama's house, birthday party, you get the kids, but you're driving the car that you should not be driving, that she has. She wants the car back. You say, well, I got to go to work. I got to take my kids back. I'm going to get it back to you. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but maybe it did. The baby mama did say that Jacob Blake has a car that she rented and he's not trying to give it back. She calls the police. The police get there. They're trying to talk to him. He's combative. He's fighting. They're on the ground wrestling. They're tussling. They try to hit him with the taser a few times. it's not really working at a high level. Okay, it worked a little bit, but not enough to keep him just totally down and prevent from being able to fight. Now, Jacob Blake says, "Oh, well, I had my knife. It came out of my pocket when I got tased the first time and I fell. So I was trying to go to the car and put the knife in the car, and then I was gonna just submit myself and say, okay, arrest me." How does it make any sense? If they are trying to arrest you, that's the first sign to go ahead and stop resisting. Go ahead, get arrested, do what you got to do. If they're on the ground fighting you, second sign. If they're tasing you, third sign. If they got guns out, you can see the guns out, fourth sign. He says he didn't know what was going on because all he heard was screaming, 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 screaming. Now, the women were screaming. There's a whole lot of that going on, but you had plenty of non-verbal signs to go ahead and stop resisting. You see it's the police. You see they're tasing you. You see they're trying to, arrest you. They're fighting you. They got their guns out. What are you doing? Just stop right there. All right. If the police want to just go ahead and arrest me, I'm going to get arrested, go down to the station, figure out what's happening. If they did something wrong, I'm suing and I'm getting paid. Period. I'm not trying to fight them because you can't win that battle. Now, he goes to the car with a knife in his hand. They don't know what's going on. The police, that is. All right. They don't know what's happening. You can go try to get a gun. Whatever's going on, you shouldn't be doing it. So then he gets shot right there. He doesn't die. He just gets paralyzed from the waist down, at least for right now. Maybe that might reverse, but I don't know. That's what it is right now. He's paralyzed from the waist down. And that particular shooting caused a bunch of unrest in that area. And it also fueled the BLM riot fire that, by the way, killed dozens of people, mostly black people. That's not really a big issue to the left. Oh, it's just property damage, ABL. It's just property damage. So what? So what? Your house got burned down. Your business got burned down. It doesn't matter. Your car got set on fire. You got kidnapped, beat up, beat in the head, shot. So what? It's only property damage. When you have the Capitol riot, oh, that's more than property damage. People died, and how dare you try to downplay it? But I'm going down the rabbit hole, so I digress. The whole point is that particular incident in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kenosha, wherever it was, caused a lot of problems all over the country, especially in that particular area of the world. It was the same kind of thing as George Floyd, all right? It happened after George Floyd, so there was already stuff going on that added fuel to the fire. But it was his fault. He said he had a knife. He said he could have just, thought differently. He wasn't thinking clear. It was his fault. This was not an example of police brutality. They gave him every chance in the world to go ahead and stop resisting, all right? And they came out there, remember, because baby mama called the police on them. He was doing wrong from the beginning. When they came out there, he didn't want to submit. So he earned what he got. It's unfortunate, but he could thank God he's not dead. You could thank God for that. But the backlash to that incident, the reaction to that incident caused people to die. But, it's property damage and Black Lives Matter, so it's fine. Okay, left-wing media, left-wing politicals, I get it. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Jacob Blake was a victim in the whole situation? He shouldn't have got shot. The police, they did too much. They went above and beyond the Call of Duty. If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or was not the victim? Did he have every chance in the world to submit to the authorities, to go ahead and get arrested, go down? And he probably just would have got let out soon. It wasn't really nothing. It was just really over the car. He had a warrant, obviously, for sexual assault on someone else, on baby mama or somebody else, some woman. But the actual thing that he was, that the police were called on him for was the car. So it probably wouldn't have been that bad. But if he has a warrant already, he was going to go to jail. So it was just a matter of time. Ain't no point in trying to fight it, sir. All right. You were going to go to jail regardless. Now, I don't know what's going on with the warrant right now. Maybe they let him out because he got shot and they feel sympathy and then they want to, throw hot water on a grease fire. Maybe they don't want to do that. So if anything, being shot helped him stay away from the penitentiary, but now he's paralyzed. So which would you rather have? You could be shot and not go to the penitentiary for, I don't know, a year, or not be shot, go to the penitentiary, come back, and live normal life. I might pick the latter, but then again, I'm not a criminal, so I don't worry about those kind of things. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.